Welcome back YouTube. You can see it is a beautiful spring day. The sun is finally out. Warm weather is on the way. Today we're going to be replacing a cylinder. Now it's for a landlord that I do some work for, and I come round to the sales certificate and checked on the cylinder. I said, "Ooh, looks a little bit corroded, mate." I said, "I don't know how long you get out of it," but he said just replace it. That's why I work for this landlord, because if I give him advice, he normally takes it. So replace it before it goes. So let's get in there, let's get water turned off, drain down, see what I'm up against. So here is said cylinder. Here's the corrosion. Yeah, top and bottom of it's corroded. It looks like it's been here donkey's years. First thing done, obviously the water's off. I haven't touched these, not a chance. Not a chance, it's going to be seized up. And for the drain down the hot water, I've just took off the top connection. Now, is there a drain off? I don't know. Do I care? No, I don't use the drain offs that are normally on the cylinders because they're normally rock solid and don't work anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed a bit of pipe. That fit? No, of course it will. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to feed that to the bottom of the cylinder and siphon it out. But I've got a new tool to try it. So I've got the holes down to the bottom of the cylinder. That's what the 15mm pipe was for, to act as a weight. And this is my new little toy. This is Buck. So Buck is a little pump. It adapts down to whatever battery you want. So I need a DeWalt. So I've got a DeWalt version. You do have to prime the pump first. So that's the outlet, inlet. If I turn this on, it'll start sucking out the cylinder for the hose pipe. And how about that? Well impressed with that. Yes, you will get the same with a siphon, but who wants to be sucking on a siphon? And that will guarantee that it's going to constantly be sucking on that cylinder, getting the water out. There you go, Buck, 70 quid that was. Now I've got the bucket, so I can rig him up to there if I want to. Yeah, I thought it was a decent little boy. We'll see how much we use it. We'll let you know how we get on with that tool. Anyway, while the cylinder's draining, heating's draining, I'm just going to open the vents, make sure them are draining, then just start have a think about how I'm going to do it. First thing I'm going to do is get the pipework out of the way that needs to get out of the way, which is that pipe there. We're going to have hot feed just there. Cold feed, I could actually swap that out to get a lever valve on there, get the water back on. The one next to it is going to be, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'll start marking them up, it'll start making sense. It's on a 2-port system, so yeah, I'll just have to see how I'm going to do the pipe work. It's having a new pump, 2 new salvo. So basically having the lot done. The lot's been done on this one. First thing I'll do, I think, is let's get rid of that, because that's going to stop the cylinder from sliding out. So let's get rid of that pipe. Oh, some compression there, so I can undo that. That can go back in once I've got the new 2-port on. And to be honest with you, I think we've got a clear run then to get the cylinder out. So I've cut out the flow to the cylinder. That's all those return. I'll have to cut back here. I couldn't get in on anywhere else. Feeds the back. That's cut. Hot's off. That's still draining. So I'm going to find the isolation switch for the immersion, get that off, get the fuse out of there because I don't want to accidentally turn them off. And hopefully by the time that's finished pumping, this will be ready to come out. It took long at all, to be honest with you. The longest thing still is my cutters. I can't find my new red ones, so I'm using my Colpex ones, and yeah, they've had this day. I need some new cutters. Anybody want to recommend any? Let me know. I've tried quite a few, and I found one that I'm like, yes, I absolutely love them at the moment. So yeah, that's near enough ready to come out. Then we can look at how we want to do the pipe work. Alright, hose pipe has stopped. Let's turn you off. There we go. It should be pretty empty. Yeah, feels like there's nothing in here. So let's get all this out of the way and yeah, get this in. First thing I have to do is try and swing it round to get it off there. I'll just get in there to get onto that. I want to get my reciprocator just straight through there. Let's just see if I can twist it first. This copper was the old type, so it's proper thick stuff. My cutters while we through it. So I managed to spin it to the front to try and get this gate valve off. So I managed to get it upright. Let's see if we can get that out now. I'm just going to have to lift over this, then come out. We're out. Some free house bricks. Brilliant. I think what I'm going to do, I'll get the cylinder out and leave it out for the scrap man. Absolutely not. Is get my 2 ports replaced. Not clip inside, eh? Get these 2 ports replaced. Probably not that one, I'll leave that one. Get the pump replaced, get these valves replaced, put lever valves on these. Yeah, it's a bit wonky. Yeah, take it from there. So lever valves, ports, then I can get a look at getting my cylinder in. Hopefully the cylinder fits. It should fit. I love that word, should. So I've got a few lever valves on there. We've got one for the feed to the cylinder. That's the cold mains to the tanks. And one is the feed to the heating. So now the water's all back on. Happy days. We can start figuring out where we're going to put the cylinder. So I'm going to get it up, try and position it, but I'm more than likely going to put the pump in first and all that, and the valves, then put the cylinder in, pipe it all up. Well, it's in, but yeah, I have to cut this bit. I will try and neaten that up, but it's only where the door stops. I nearly had an accident now. I realised there's a wire behind it and it's like that. Lucky. But you can see it's a tight fit. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make up the feed to the cylinder, put that in and just try and, I think that's as far as it's going to go. I might be able to turn that, because that's facing the wrong way at the moment. I might chop that out and start again. There's so many ideas going through my head at the moment. But yeah, that's the room that I've got to work with, so I have to make it happen. All right. So we have a cylinder in position. It is very tight though on that side. See a little pipe sticking out there? That's my feed. I've just put it all together, put it in. It ain't gonna line up, but there was a piece of 28mm there. I'll just cut that off, and it's allowed me just to push it over a little bit. Because them pipes there, I'm stopping the cylinder getting back on it as far that way as possible. But give me some room, but that's much as I'm going to get. So that's the room I've got to get the pump in, 2 ports and a bypass. Oh, get it back onto that. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, because that is a nightmare. I can't put nothing on it because it's getting the cylinder in there. I might see if we can get an elbow onto it and maybe bring it across that way instead of bring it in front of the cylinder. I don't know. Got a blank off that. That's the second minute turn. Immersion, I'll just put that in hot. Should go straight back onto there. But yeah, I'm just going to pop this out, finish off making that up, get the pump valves in and just pipe that up. Then somewhere pop that, I don't know. Hate it when you got like a little airy cupboard to work in. Oh well. It's what it is. It's about 1 o'clock as well. I'm running well behind. At least the water's back on now, so that's a good thing. Right, cylinder out. Let's get most of the pipe working. They should just be connecting up. We'll see. So this is how we charge the pipe it. We've just got a new pump valve, V-load pump in, then we're good on price. And yeah, I've fitted a couple of these now. Been really good. Still like a gunny, but we're using V-load for a bit. Another pump valve, T, cross down to the return, automatic bypass, T for heating or hot water, and another T, and an auto air vent on there. So I'm going to pop the cylinder in just to make sure I've got everything lined up. Clean that up later. And yeah, that one ain't pressed in yet. I just want to try the cylinder in and just see what angle I want that at to connect onto the return. Obviously we've got the drain off to put in there. Yeah, I want to get this in just to make sure that I'm going the right way about it. I've had to put this back in because I couldn't get this. I just couldn't get it off. Honestly, I've tried everything, so I'm hoping I can just pop the cylinder over that. We'll see. Then I can connect back onto that. All hail the angle jaws. If you are looking into getting into press, you've got to get the angle jaws, I'm telling you. You'll not survive without them. I think I lasted about a month and I was like, no, I need to get them now. So yeah, they're easily interchangeable. Let's get the 22 on. Come on, try and do it one-handed. Get it on pressed. I'll put the 22 in, will it? Not 15. So I've got the water on, I've got the cold feed connected, got this connected, and I realised that's 3/4 pipe. So I thought no problem, I've got a reducer in the van, 3/4 22, all done. I thought, hang on, that looks a bit old, and all the other pipe work did. So I'm just going to double check before I open this that is 22, because I can go to the old cylinder and check. I do carry the olives and the couplers. I don't know whether I carry that many, I've got 1, 2, might have 4 or 5. One way I got 4 or 5. Yeah, I can check. I'll go and check it on the cylinder. Hopefully, I'll come back up and just wang that that valve on. Carry on pipe. Right, so this is the back connection. That's 22. That fits all right. Yeah, that will go on. So that's the 3/4 side. Let's check it on these. 3/4. See this one, 3/4 not fitting, 22mm snug. Just this one though, which seems a little bit. 3/4 won't go on there. 22 does. The only other way I can test it is what we've got in this box of tricks here. Aha. 3/4 olive. You see that? It don't fit. What does it? I'm confused there. No, it would. That definitely don't fit. But I'm confident that's 22, standard 22, not 3/4. So we're all good now to fill cylinder. Actually, we don't get a leak. Valves on, fill valves on. And the customer scream said they've got water coming through the seam, so. Yeah, that all feels good. So I've had the poor angle worker there, but that looks okay. What else we've got? So I've connected this part up here. This was supposed to be a gate valve, but I haven't got any, but I've got levers, so that's to reduce the flow around the coil, because water's like, always remember, water is lazy. You'll look for the easiest route, and the easiest route for that is off the pump, straight down into there and back out. So you want to restrict that after. So I can take the lever off there, that's fine, just to balance it up. I think I'm going to come, where am I going to come for this? Don't really want it in front of my pump, so let's get rid of you. I've already checked, that is 22, not 3/4, jolly good. We have to come up, just have to do it the way it was, up and across, and put the valve. Well, if it next to the door, we have to put the valve here. Right, still filling up here, but I've finished off here now, so that's how we finish with that one, straight up into there. I've already checked, yes, door does close and valve does fit. Same with that one there. I mean, this ain't going to win no beauty contest, it's really not, but there you go. It's a cylinder, it's piped up, it'll work, okay? Sorted. Right, you on, come on, there we go. And that should be the heating filling up now. Oh, hold on. I closed drain off. And this is what I've been waiting for. Flow of water from the tap. Crap pressure on. Your pressure for the gravity fed system is dictated from the height of the outlet to the bottom of the tank. So every metre is a bar. So if you've got 2 metres, 0.2 bar there, you'll get out the taps. There you go. Doing all that now you do. Heating. I'll turn that off, try and push it up to the cold. For some reason, the pressure going up to the tank is crap on the cold, but I don't know what I can do about that. Waterway vent on there, that's open. Ooh, will we wet? Will we wet? Will we wet here? Just while we wait for the heating to fill up, I'll show you the wiring on the Velo pumps. Now, I do like these, they're about 40 quid cheaper than a gunny. Alright, I'll show you a second, you can do all this to purge it later, but the electrics are like what a gunny used to be for that. So them permanently in here, you just pull them down to unlock them there, push them in, and that just comes over and into there. We can do it one-handed. Yep, there you go. That just clips into there, That tightens on. That's it. And you just push it onto there. And dead easy to wire up. Dead easy as well. Can you see on the front here? It's got a picture of, hold on, big house, medium house, small house. Oh, there you go. Them are set speeds. Them are whatever big house you got. Honestly, read the instructions on these. These are really good. I do like them. There you go. There's the instructions. So, little house 8, medium house 12, big house 15. It tells you the difference if you got the honest Pico 1416 or 18. Yeah, there's loads of settings you can put on it, like on the floor. You can set it to underfloor if you want it on the floor. I'll show you the DA mode. Cool, grab it on the button. If you've got air in it, press it once, 5 seconds, and it'll get into the air for 10 minutes. Clever little pump. Just do it for you. It'll just start it on and off. There ain't really no written instructions, to be honest with you. Well, I think there is, but I could be asked to go through all that. But yeah, there's some great settings on that. Still waiting for this to fill up. Pump's all wired up. These, I know that one goes to my heating. This one goes to my hot water. I am not going into there to rewire it. I am just putting on plugs. You can call me lazy all you want, but trust me, future maintenance so easy. Just unplug it and put the plug back in. It's on a strain leaf. There's going to be no one that get hurt from it. I don't know what more people don't put the plug. Well, I do. It's because the plugs cost £10 each. Bit expensive, but if you know you're going to be going back to that installation, which I know I'm going back to this one, you'd want something nice and easy to do. So then plugs are really good. So this is what the Region 5-way plugs look like. Just connected together there, so you can disconnect them. 2 screws at the back, just keeps the cable all in place. Say for maintenance now, if you ever have to work on one of these, you can just disconnect that. You don't have to turn the fuse spare off. You can just disconnect that. It just makes life a lot easier. So yeah, so they am £10 each, but they are good. Right, let's get that one on, to get the other one on. And hopefully this should have stopped filling, because it's still filling up. It's taking forever. We had fun and games, shelves them back in. Just had it on purge mode. I said I'll try it today. You just press and hold that button, that's it. Just put it into max just now. Sorry mate, bro. I have literally just tied everything up to get back in. You eagle eye spotters, notice that's funny well on that straighten. The draining one started leaking from the bottom, brand new valve. Literally picked it up yesterday, so I'll be having a word with Drayton about that. Luckily, I had the Honeywell one on my van spare from the renovation job because we didn't use it. Because we've got a priority hot water system. I'm out of breath. But yeah, everything looking okay so far. We've got some heat going round. Oh yeah, I've got some heat going round. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Automatic air vent's going to help. Nothing to the heating. That's because it isn't on. Once he's on there, we're going to turn that on in a minute. Yeah, soon this should be warming up. Just wait for it to get warm, and that's that one done. I'll probably leave that on the little house. So don't need much more than that. There is a reset button on these velos as well. You just tell the customer to press that and it'll reset it. I'm going to leave it on full for now, just to get the heat round. But yeah, we had a leak off that. Had a leak on the pump union as well. Forgot to put the washer in. Got the hot water slap back in. Yeah, all done. I mean, if you turned up to that cylinder now, would you be happy? I know I am to come back. I've got lever valves, I've got shut off points. The valves are easy to get to, the pump's easy to get to. Yeah, so always like, if you do a cylinder, just think about, if you come in next time, how would you like it set out? And say with that one, the only thing I'll probably have an issue with is the bypass, because that is tucked up at the back. But you can't piss with the cock you got here, call you. You know, that pipework was tight, so that is what it is. But yeah, soon's all done. There you go, happy days.